All right, now we got Resident Evil Retribution in 2012, still directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. It actually, we have to congratulate them. They did immediately solve the cliffhanger.
They did.
So much that it plays twice.
Yeah.
Once in reverse.
and then once in forward motion.
No.
Back to back.
Yeah, they show it in reverse, then Alice goes, like every single beginning, my name is Alice, a total OC the director made up.
I was a security analyst for the Umbrella Corporation.
And then I sold them out, and then things happened, and zombies, and here's my story. And then it just shows the scene in reverse happen the correct way, just a little bit sped up now.
And basically, Umbrella kills everyone on board, Alice goes overboard, and she wakes up in an umbrella place.
Yeah, in a new umbrella facility, because we already have a bunch of those.
You know, we've gone all the way through Retribution, and we haven't mentioned one of our favorite tropes of this series.
Oh, wait, what was it again?
The big wireframe diagrams of every umbrella building that ever existed.
Whenever they're in an umbrella facility, there's always a transition that just shows a wireframe of the whole building and like some weird blinking dot saying, you are here.
It's hilarious. It's in
like,
every single movie. And it makes me laugh every time.
It's like, and there's no point because sometimes they show the wireframe first, so we have no idea what it's a map of. It's just a wireframe of just something, and it just zooms into one part, and it just shows someone walking down a hallway like, yep,
it's like nothing interesting is ever happening when they do that. It's just, it's a very funny like trope of these films.
And we get a new building, and then oh, I'm trying to remember. Hold on, we got to revert back to the iconic Howard notes. What did Howard write for this pack when he watched it? This is Extinction, right? No, Retribution.
Yeah.
Retribution. Okay, Retribution. The movie spoil. Wait, the movie intro. Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
When she wakes up in the new facility, she finds Ada Wong, classic Resident Evil character. And then she immediately goes, "Don't shoot. I'm working with Wesker." And Alice goes, "I killed Wesker." And Wesker appears on a TV screen.
Don't shoot. I'm from the video games.
and Wesker goes, still alive, but I need to shut down the space. I sent
Also,
Ada.
I'm good now.
I send in Ada. Can you and Ada like blow up the building you're now magically in for some reason?
Yes. And we learn that the building she's in, they're in like the Arctic.
Yeah, they're in the Arctic.
The Arctic Ocean. Like they're like under the ocean. And we learned as they're going through all these big rooms, they're in these like I guess biomes. They're sort of biomes. They're like
they're
simulated cities.
Yes, like the holodeck from Star Trek.
Yes.
That are specifically made for people, for the Umbrella Corporation to prepare for the effects of what would happen during the apocalypse that they now have planned.
Yeah, so the whole, when Wesker is giving his exposition speech, he's like, oh, we tested it in Tokyo and sold it to China, and sold the T-virus to China. Then we tested it in Russia and we sold the T-virus to the U.S. Oh, politics in my Resident Evil movie.
And also to note, it doesn't matter. The morality of what Umbrella's doing, it just changes based on every single movie. Like one movie, they just did it to make super soldiers.
Yeah.
The next is for political disruption, and so on.
It's never for good reasons.
It's never for good reasons, but it's never for one reason.
Yeah.
So now Ada and Alice are now going around the holodeck Umbrella base, which may or may not have real people in it.
It's never clear. It's like, where did all these zombies come from? Are they real? Are they fake? I don't know.
Yeah, and they find, okay. And
you would think that if they exited their little biome holodeck thing, that they would disappear if they were fake, but they don't.
But they don't.
But if they've tested it more, like multiple times, where are they getting all these zombies?
Yeah, and along with that, my also question is, they find out that there's a cloning facility underneath of, again, all Alice's. So are the zombies clones? Clones of who? Because they don't look exactly the same. There's real people. Who are these real people clones of? I don't know. But who cares? Leon and Barry just walk up to the door of the base with the football guy from the last movie because he survived.
He's alive.
And they go, in, out, blow up base, save Alice. Let's go, gamers. And then they kind of...
And Leon's whole character is, I love Ada.
Yeah, I love Ada, and I came to shoot zombies and love Ada.
Yeah.
And I'm all out of zombies. That is... No, so listen, all right? Leon is a himbo. If you don't know what a himbo is, right? Think of when you call a woman a bimbo. There you go. It's for men. Leon has always been a himbo. He has no idea what he's doing, but God is he good at doing whatever he's doing. All right? And now he's like some grizzled detective looking for a lost love that they never talk about. And I'm like, hey, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
This is stupid. There's some cool action set pieces because, again, they're in the holodeck. They can pick
Don't forget,
whatever they want.
They bring in Las Plagas for no reason.
Hold on. First, they bring in the cast of the first Resident Evil movie. They cloned all the people from the first Resident movie who died.
Michelle Rodriguez, who we didn't even mention when we were talking about the first movie.
Yeah, because yes, we did. I said characters that, or their whole personality is mean. That's her character in the movie. And guess what her character is? She's an evil clone and follows Alice as Alice finds some random girl that isn't a hologram. And so Alice saves the little girl, and they also find a hippie version of her character that is also a clone.
Of who?
Michelle Rodriguez.
She's not a hippie. She's just like a normal person. I'm pretty sure.
It's something. She said something about being vegan, so I've just assumed she's a hippie. She said she was vegan, hippie status. You got the seal of hippie, all right?
Okay.
But yeah. So they're just running around being goofy goobers.
Also, the little girl is like the Alice clone's daughter. So the girl's like, Alice, you're my mom.
You're
and Alice
my...
is like, no, I'm not, but I guess I am.
I guess I have this feeling that I just am. And I'm like, oh boy, don't you love amnesia plots? Where they just don't
And it's not even an amnesia plot. It's just they're a different person.
Oh my god! And so after they do like fun adventures in like Tokyo and all sorts of things where they fight more Resident Evil 5 executioners, run away from clones.
But they fight two this time, not one.
They fight two, Alice and Ada. They go through like a city and they fight the Resident Evil 1 cast because, you know, we all wanted nostalgia for Resident Evil 1 the movie. We all wanted the nostalgia that it's been a while.
It's been 10 years. This was the 10-year anniversary movie.
Yep. By the way, Jill has not been mentioned at this point. We're like over halfway through the movie.
She's there.
Barely mentioned.
She like is the one who imprisons Alice, and she's like, where did Alice go? I have to go find Alice.
Yeah,
because that's my whole character in this movie. I have to find Alice.
Because I'm brainwashed. Grr. So yeah. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot. Because the person who's in control of that base is the Red Queen AI from the first movie, and she hacked into the robot on Jill. Was that what it was?
It's the White Queen.
Yeah, the White Queen.
It was like the same thing.
Yeah, just CGI'd worse. She controls Alice to search for Ada and Jill. She controls Jill to find Ada and Alice because Wesker's a good guy now. So Wesker doesn't control Jill anymore for some reason. So the White Queen and Jill are trying to kill Ada and Alice. Leon, Barry, and the football guy are kind of just vibing, going around shooting things. They find a liquor, I think.
They find a liquor. They find the Las Plagas zombies.
They find the Las Plagas zombies.
This is the first time they've ever been mentioned.
And note, they just function like the zombies in every other film, which if you know
But they can use cars.
Yeah, they can use cars
and guns.
now, which is something the Magini did, but they didn't do that when they were Maginis, but now they're all Las Plagas, which Las Plagas doesn't they don't turn you into zombies. Technically, it's like a parasite in which a cult leader controls your whims. So they're not zombies, they're just mindless drones that have a parasite inside them. So how they're just regular zombies again, I don't know. They're just throwing references.
They only did it because, like, oh, Leon's in this game. We have to have the Las Plagas with Leon.
It's like, dude, we haven't referenced Resident Evil 4 yet. What if we just, like, did that?
Yeah.
You know, with our OC. Barry is also the only good
Barry's like the highlight of that movie. He's really good. I can't remember the actor who plays him. But he's very good. It's the guy who plays the Blob in X-Men Origins.
That's right. He did play the Blob. Oh my god. Yeah, he was fun. Shame when everyone finally gets together, he just dies.
Yeah, Barry sacrifices himself to let everyone escape, and then they get up back to the ice
level.
The ice level.
Leon and is the football guy still alive? I don't remember, and I think clone Michelle Rodriguez is also gone.
So no, she's the good clone's gone. Good clone is gone.
That's because Jill is on the ground level waiting for all of them, along with the Michelle Rodriguez clone. I don't know how she got out.
And the Michelle Rodriguez clone takes the Las Plagas parasite, and that causes Leon to say, "The Las Plagas parasite," in his grizzled voice.
No, I know how we just explained the Las Plagas, but this is the first time they've ever been mentioned in the movie itself. Continue, Dave.
You see it on like a little computer screen for like a split second, but this is the first time it's actually mentioned out loud.
By name.
By name.
By name.
So she's got superpowers now thanks to the Las Plagas parasite, and they start an epic duel
to the death,
complete with Mortal Kombat X-ray moves.
Yeah. I literally texted Dave the moment I saw that. Literally, I think like someone blocks a punch, and Michelle Rodriguez punches it, and then it just does a zoom-in X-ray, like when you do the X-ray moves from MK 10 and 11. This is the only time in the franchise where that happens, and it happens 2 times in this fight, just to show like a broken arm and cracked ribs.
Yeah. Alice like almost dies.
But then she...
Because Joe kicks her ass so hard.
Yeah, but then they get saved Jill.
Yeah.
But then Michelle Rodriguez is still like She-Hulk, and then...
But then they break the ice, and the zombies that came... I guess they swam up through the water.
Yeah,
after
that were in the facility when it blew up. So the zombies floated up.
Why they didn't die in the explosion, who knows?
And then Michelle Rodriguez is like, "You can't kill me!" And then the zombies just grab her and drag her underwater, presumably to eat her forever underwater in the ice cold depths of the Antarctic. And then...
what was the sequel bait for this movie?
The sequel bait
I don't remember
is that Wesker brings all of our heroes together to Washington, D.C.
That's right.
Because the next movie is the final chapter. So at Washington, D.C., Wesker gives Alice back...
the president.
Yeah, Wesker's the president, gives Alice back her powers, and then everyone that's still alive, like Claire, everyone, Leon, Ada, football guy, the most important Resident Evil character, and Alice all stand waiting for the epic zombie horde to attack D.C. because, of course, the zombies would attack the Capitol. That's a thing zombies do. They go, man, where do I go after I eat brunch? I know, to the president. So, also, I don't know how a final stand in America would happen when the zombies were all over the world, but whatever. When zombie apocalypse happens, it's only in the U.S. apparently. And that's the cliffhanger.
All right, where are you putting this one?
I'm okay with... because of how comically bad it was in Barry, I'm thinking D or E. Your call.
I'll say D because this was the only one aside from Apocalypse that I actually got any enjoyment out of. I was laughing my ass off at this movie. I had a good time watching it.
I agree.
Because it was funny. It was the first film in a while that I wasn't bored to tears with. I actually did get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, and I did too, but specifically because I kept asking, why is this even happening?
Exactly.
What's going to happen next? And like when I say that, it's like a fight scene in a tunnel, and then Alice just finds like a clone factory of herself, and I'm like, why not? Who cares anymore? It's obviously he didn't.
All right.
He didn't care.
So we're good on D?
D tier.
D tier.
D tier.
All right.